All right, hello everyone, and welcome to Culture of Gaming's Power Up Podcast, episode 138, being recorded live on November 14th, 2020, and it is a very different world than when we last did the podcast. Anyway, I'm your host, Taylor.
There's no order. My name's Andrew.
And Anthony, and my internet sucks.
All right, awesome. I forgot about the order. Sorry. Good thinking. I don't know how many weeks we've tried to do it, but I don't know. It's still not
It works like once out of 10.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, all right.
It's all
That's besides the point. Well, I guess we just kick things off as we usually do, and talk about what we've been playing the past couple weeks or so. So, Anthony, let's start with you. What have you been up to?
I don't have a PC anymore, as you probably know
Fun.
already. So I've been kind of switching it up a bit.
Mhm.
It's not a play on the Switch at all. So I've been playing some Breath of the Wild. I ended up buying that again.
Okay, how many times have you bought and sold a Switch with Breath in the Wild over the past 3 years?
Once. Okay,
Only once. Okay.
Only once. Yes, only once.
I have also bought Breath of the Wild twice.
Okay.
So bought that again and have been playing through that a little bit as well. I also, what else did I buy? I bought Mario Tennis Aces, which is the new one for Switch. I've been playing some of that. It's It's kind of
It's not what I want to hear.
No, why have you not
Are you
played
excited for it?
I haven't played it, but I want to because I
Oh.
love those old tennis games.
Okay.
The old
It's
ones,
not-
though.
it? Okay, so it's not anything to do with you know how in Mario Tennis 64 or whatever it was called, you would play different championships and move up and unlock characters and all that kind of stuff. Basically the story mode of this game is basically doing challenges and that's it. So you'll go from kind of area to area. So you start off in a desert area. You've got to go through a tomb kind of thing, and yeah, it's a different way of playing tennis. Put it that way.
How is the tennis, though?
Tennis is good.
The actual
Okay.
tennis itself is good.
Okay.
Once you get into it, once you've played an hour or so, because to start off with, it's very very basic.
Mm-hmm.
So once you get into it, it's a lot more in depth and a lot more challenging.
Hmm.
I do miss the whole championship traditional tennis kind of thing.
We need to start a petition for a new Mario Golf.
Yeah, we do.
Because,
Yeah, we do. We really do.
dude, on the Switch, it'd be so good. Oh, they're
It
missing
would be
out.
so good. Why don't they just port 64?
Any of them.
Remake it.
Come on.
Even the DS one, the 3DS one, which I never played.
Mm-hmm.
Toadstool Tour or whatever it was.
Yeah. That was 5 years ago. God.
So, and I also got Kingdom Battle as well. Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Never played that.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
So
I played a bit of it.
Mm.
It's
okay.
like XCOM Light.
Right, yeah, it's
Basically,
XCOM, but Mario and Rabbids fine.
Basically.
Yeah, it's deeper than you think, actually. But
Oh,
it's
okay.
fine.
Okay.
So, and I'm thinking about picking up, what is it, Horror Warriors? The second one?
Yes, I have a
on
few friends that are
Switch.
really, really excited for that.
We have one person on staff who's claiming Game of the Year already.
Okay.
I think it's Mike.
No.
I think he really likes that series.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know why.
That was kind of cool, so I might pick that up eventually.
Mhm.
That's
Oh, sorry, you
kind
said you played the demo?
I am going to play the demo. I've downloaded it.
Oh,
So I'm gonna start playing it soon. So yeah, I'm just kind of getting prepared for my 30-hour trip,
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So just getting a lot of different stuff organized and all that. So I haven't really been PC gaming at all because I don't have a PC anymore. So, or a PS4 for that matter.
Fair enough.
So,
Okay. Andrew,
Oh.
how about you?
Yeah, I've actually been playing quite a bit of
Okay.
different stuff. I did my 24-hour marathon.
How did that go?
It went well. I stayed awake the entire time.
Excellent.
Good job.
For Extra Life, which you can, I don't know the donation link, but you can still donate to Extra Life. Go ahead. You don't have to support me. You can support whoever you want.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have the funds, might as well do that if you can. But anyway, I did 24 hours. I played a bunch of different stuff. I started off. Well, I won't recap the whole stream, but new stuff I played was oh god, what's it called? I already forgot the name already. The gacha game that everyone's into.
Genshin Impact.
Genshin Impact.
Thank you, Genshin Impact. I played Genshin Impact.
How do you like Genshin
And-
Impact?
It's not bad.
Okay.
It's better than I thought it would be.
Okay.
I let's see. I got all the starting characters. Like this is like where I'm at. I got like the starting characters, and like not too much further.
Okay.
So I haven't like explored too much.
Yeah.
But I like it. It's fun. I feel like the whole like world is like a little bit of a miss for me because I'm not super into like like anime too much.
Sure.
So it's a little bit of a miss for me, that part. I do like the dragon looks really cool. There's some stuff that looks really cool that I like. Gameplay wise, combat's fine. It seemed, I don't know. I played the PC version. It just seems a little simple, which isn't necessarily bad.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. No, I was playing that today earlier, and I was just like, this game would really benefit from like a roll function for like combat.
Yeah. It's just something,
Yeah,
it just feels a little weird.
Yeah, something than just like having to sprint out of the way all of a sudden of whatever.
Yeah. And like you have like some cool like stuff in terms of like what you can do. Like, oh, you have the special move. You have the heavy with the hold the button thing.
Yeah.
And that's all cool. It just feels like it just something is missing. Like you said, like a dodge.
Feels empty.
Right? Can you lock on in that game?
No.
Yeah, like that stuff feels weird. Like what you like lock on.
Yeah.
There's a few things that just feel a little off. But it's cool. I will have to say I did do the rolls. I rolled the gacha. I didn't pay any real monies.
Right, you did quite a bit to start off with though, like free rolls to hit the gacha with. Yeah.
I rolled a 4-star character, which made me feel good.
Okay.
And I also rolled a 5-star character. So I'm like, hey, maybe I should play this game.
What the hell? I haven't done a 5-star yet. I played this game for a few weeks. Are you kidding me?
Man.
I played it 3 hours and I got the girl the lightning sword girl. I don't know her name. It starts with a K, I think.
Okay. I don't know like every single character yet, so
I don't either.
Come on, Taylor, you should. What are you doing?
But yeah, the game's doing it. The game knew. I was like, maybe he's not into it. Maybe we should just give him a 5-star character and see how he feels now.
Maybe, yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Okay.
Feel good about it.
Oh, you bastard. Okay.
The game's all right. I have not played much more of Watch Dogs. That game seems very mundane and mediocre.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I do have a code for Assassin's Creed. I'll probably play that soon.
Valhalla is doing really good.
I was gonna say it looks pretty good actually. Autofocus. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you. Yeah. I don't know. Valhalla is like super interesting looking.
I'm just curious to check out the world, honestly. Like the combat never really did it for me in those games.
Yeah, that's right.
So we'll see. I'll have maybe more to report soon on that one. Oh, what else did I play that was new for me? I played Blasphemous. Have you guys played this game?
No, what's it about?
It's fantastic.
Okay.
It's a they call it a 2D Metroidvania, but it's like you would hate it on paper, Taylor. It's like indie, kind of like SNES style graphics.
I'm looking at the screenshots here.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
But it's a Souls-like. It's kind of Souls-like.
Okay.
I mean, they're all Souls-like.
Nowadays.
Yeah. But like, I would attune it more to Souls than like Metroid because I guess Souls are just Metroid games, right? Kind of.
A brutal Metroidvania that uses beautiful, gruesome art direction and fluid combat system to create a hectic, addictive experience with some of the best 2D boss fights in recent times.
It's so cool. Like, it's on sale right now for like $12.
Yeah. It's not a bad price.
Yeah, it's not a bad price. It's on Switch. It's on everything. And it's got this weird, just like I think Catholic, like just brutal, like religious tone going on that I've not seen in many games before. Yeah, like, and it's just so metal. Like the game is so metal. Okay, and I love it. Like your guy just like pours like blood into his little weird hat and then like puts the hat on and just like covered in blood. I'm just like, oh my god, it's so metal. And just so cool.
Hardcore AF. Yeah.
Yes, it's.
Well, you know what? It's 12 bucks. Add to cart. YOLO. Okay.
It's it's got a good parry. The parry feels really good if you're into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played a bit of it a bit late at night, so I was dying a lot. So, but it's a really cool game. I wish I put it last year. It would definitely been in my top 10. I think it's.
What the hell is this in our chat?
Yeah, I don't know. You can ban that.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah. Dear me.
I'm trying to think what else. Those two games are pretty much what I've been. I've been dipping into Valorant again.
Okay.
competitive shooter in me is arising. I don't want to buy Black Ops, so I'm playing Valorant and
That's fair.
Like
having
3
a
of my
decent
friends
time.
picked up Black Ops and they all want me to. It's just like, I don't know. It's like the only mode I'd really be interested in there would be zombies. And they said it's just like a story-oriented zombie, so it's not just like simple survive fun stuff. So it's like,
Yeah, I watched some of
do
the
shit,
zombie
yeah.
stuff. It's very complicated.
Why? Why does it have to be so complicated?
I mean, they always kind of were, right?
I
If
mean,
you wanted them
I
to
don't know,
be.
maybe back in like World at War, it was just like you were put in a cool map with some Easter eggs and kind of go,
Yes,
go
that's true.
have fun. Yeah.
What's his name was in? What's that actor from Jurassic Park? He was in one of those games.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't picked Black Ops Cold War. There we go.
Yeah.
Yet. Maybe I will. I don't know.
It
I've
looks
heard
pretty mediocre in my opinion.
Yeah,
to
it
be
seems
honest.
worse than last year's game.
Yeah.
So
Like
I might
Modern
just-
Warfare or whatever it was.
Yeah, Modern Warfare was last in
Mhm.
2019. So I probably I don't know. We'll see. But there's been so many games, my brain is just not thinking of what I've actually played. I think that's been it though. I think it's mostly just been those couple games.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, Tekken 7 got rollback, so
Oh.
that's
Okay.
fantastic. Like it used to be delay based netcode, which means like
Yeah.
it just like lags, but now like they do rollback, which means it'll like take your input back if it's like lagging instead of like just stopping the game completely.
Okay.
That's nice.
That's fun.
Yeah,
that's a
that's
fun
nice.
thing that I need to play more of. Go ahead, sorry.
No problem. Past 12 weeks for me. Looked like quite a bit of Genshin Impact, honestly. I was having fun with that game. Nice, scratches a nice little like RPG itch and everything, trying to get a hang of all like the systems going down and everything. I think I've at least unlocked every system in the game now, so now it's just like learning them from there, which is nice. But game like really throws a lot of them at you at once you hit like adventure rank 20 or so, I think is like the metric for it, and it's just like, wow, this is quite a bit. Let's see. Yeah.
Have you tried the phone version at all?
I have a little bit. It's not great. That could just be me because I
Okay.
don't really play games on my phone. And what, like, the primary game I play on my phone is my gacha game, and that's like turn-based and like click button sort of thing, tap button sort of thing. But with like Genshin, you get like the thumb joysticks and everything. You have to like press and hold your thumb forward to move forward, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Rapidly
yeah.
just like pound your screen to attack and whatnot. Yeah.
Break that screen, baby.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
more of like an iPad game then, maybe.
I guess it's like if you have like one of those like things that you stick your iPad to and it has like joysticks on the side, that's probably the best bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can sync controllers with iPads now, right?
Can you? I don't know. I don't have one.
I think some you can.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. I don't. Well, actually, no. You know what? Come to think of it, I know like SteelSeries makes a controller for iPad. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's about it with my mobile experience with the game. And then I also played a little bit of Insurgency Storm. That game is like, if you want a balance between like Arma and Battlefield, that's probably the game for you and everything. Very heavy, like player versus AI focus and everything. It is some stupid fun from times to time and everything. Just be like, just be like chilling for a while, and then it's like, oh, the dude next to you just like takes a bullet to the head and is dead. It's like, oh, okay, well, later. It's kind of brutal sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's really nice is like how many guns you get as a variety in the game and everything. So it's like everything is unlocked from the get-go. So it's like pretty much just whatever you want to play with, you can. And it's just like, even if you're just like the basic rifleman, and then it's like if you go into like more specialized roles, you get like a little bit more niche guns to choose from. But it's kind of cool. Yeah. It's kind of cool the way they do the customization system. Let's see what else. I'm just kind of going through my Steam thing here. Really haven't played too much Among Us, like at all. Yeah, lately. It's like that game had its time in the sun, so to speak.
Yeah, I played a little bit during my marathon, and like there's just some people. I mean, it was getting to that time where I was getting tired.
Yeah.
Like there's people who are just like dominating the conversation, and I was just like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to do my task, man.
Yeah, it's like I don't have like
And
alpha
accuse
energy
me,
here.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't even have the energy to defend myself. I'm like, bro, like,
Yeah,
Just kill me.
Yeah, do you want to
if you-
eject me? I don't care.
you guys are throwing. Don't do it. And they're like, I called out the original imposter. Why would you vote me out? You dumb.
See,
dummy.
that happens to me, but like when everyone's like
I mean-
awake though, and like not like
Yeah.
tired. And it's like when everybody's like with sound mind, it's just like, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you're just suspicious. That's why.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, you're not saying anything. You're suspicious. Like, bro, I've just been doing my effing tasks.
I know. It's just like I've been
Like,
getting
what
my
do you
work
want
done.
from-
Okay. Yeah.
What do you want from me?
Yeah.
I've seen nothing.
Exactly.
This game has been very boring for me.
So I can't even murder
Yeah.
anyone here. Okay. Like, chill.
I went back to Fall Guys too. I had like the same
Oh no.
oh yeah, this game's not as good as I thought it was.
No.
was it when you
that's-
were like really tired or?
It was like around like 9 o'clock, so I've been playing for like 12 hours.
Okay. So it was like midway.
So it was like
Okay.
midway, but I was just like playing and I was like, what am I doing? Like this
This is
game is
boring.
just I know. I was just like, I think it's a game you need to play with friends because I was just like, I'm not having a good time.
That makes
Yeah.
sense,
Like I
right?
don't even care. Like I think I went AFK for like an entire like team-based round, and I just qualified because
Yeah.
I was like eating a hot pepper or something stupid that I was doing on stream.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Good
Yeah,
job.
and then I qualified. And I was like, "Yep, that's this game for you."
It's funny how Fall Guys and Among Us are pretty like they're not similar at all, but they're kind of in the same like limelight at the moment.
hmm
Like
Yeah,
they're both
it's-
kind of dying now.
I think I was going to say they're both kind of like crashing now, right?
yeah,
Like,
they really are.
Yeah, they peaked solidly for like a week, and now it's just like, oh, it's like everyone just got burned out on them all at once.
Yep.
Definitely. I've like been on YouTube and seen the like people with like the 5,000 at the IQ level just keeps going up
Yeah.
to like whatever, and I'm like, God, like this is why the
Get a
games
life.
they get ruined because people put so much content out with like
Right.
Yeah.
Because they
You
just jump
know,
on the trends
the-
that get views and whatnot, and it's like,
yeah,
Yeah,
right. And
it's
I don't fault them for that. Like
Mhm.
make your money,
right.
but like to average viewers, I'm like, I don't need to see 500 Among Us videos.
Right.
A good example of that is like Disguised Toast.
That's
He's like
exactly what I was like kind of
Yeah.
referencing.
getting at.
Yeah.
He does like 2 videos a day or something. And it's
Wow.
like, dude, you like props
Chill.
to you, but like
Chill.
just, yeah, you're gonna ruin it for other people.
hmm
Yeah, just turn
Yeah.
those notifications off, I guess, right?
Particularly with like new consoles and whatnot coming out now, like a lot of streamers and YouTubers and whatnot, like PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye and whatnot, are going to go and like play Spider-Man or something like that now. Whereas before they were kind of playing a little bit of Among Us here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
that's- yeah.
assume Demon Souls is going to be the big one
Probably.
Oh yeah, I bet.
because like you can play that in a variety of ways, right?
Mm,
B, it's like so skill dependent.
right.
that, like
Yeah,
you
it's,
know, that's my streamer who is terrible at this game.
There's a
Yeah.
I don't know. There's this like Souls I don't know how you describe him because like he does Twitch and YouTube just about equally called like Chase the Bro or whatever. And I think he started picking up on Demon Souls lately. So, but he still plays like even to this day like Dark Souls 3 or whatever. He'll do like a stream of Dark Souls 3 every few days. Whatnot. He's just like 3 to 5 hours. He's just like invading people doing PvP in Dark Souls 3. He'll like theme each stream around a certain build and whatnot. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's like cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's like
alive.
yeah, I don't think I've like ever sat down and watched one front to back like actively like engaged, but it was just like kind of cool to have in the background or whatever. There's some decent memes that get generated from him too, or not. So yeah,
Have you guys seen any of that Demon Soul stuff? I
It
know none of
looks-
us here have the next gen.
It looks
pretty
beautiful.
nice. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. But again, it's not enough to like warrant buying a PS5 just for that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, like I feel like if PS5s were like readily available, maybe then I'd be like, yeah, sure, okay, like
Yeah.
I can probably afford this. But if like to go out of my way the way that you have to right now to get one is just like,
What's
I-
out on PS5 at the moment?
What?
what's that?
What's currently out on PS5?
I mean,
Well, Demon Souls obviously.
got Demon
Bud
Souls.
Snats, I think.
which I bought. I need to play that
PS5
game.
launch titles.
you have all like these third-party Assassin's
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Creed.
you got
Spider-Man.
okay, here. I got like a list. Valhalla, Astro's Playroom, Borderlands 3, Bud Snats, Black Ops Cold War, Dead by Daylight, Demon Souls, DMC 5 Special Edition, Dirt 5, Fortnite. Excellent. Godfall, which I've heard horrible things about already. Gunya, Fighter, King Oddball, Maneater, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Spider-Man Remastered, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, NBA 2K21, No Man's Sky Next Gen, Observer, System Redux, Overcooked, All You Can Eat, The Pathless, Planet Coaster, Poker Club, Sackboy, Adventure, Warhammer, Chaos Bane Slayer Edition, Watch Dogs Legion, World Rally Tour 9.
Yeah, I mean, there's
God.
stuff to play, but
Yeah, but like,
Wow. Godfall on PS5 has 62% on Metacritic.
I've heard it's very bare bones.
okay, yeah. I've
from
heard
what I
it's like,
understand,
I've heard it looks pretty, but it's just like underneath the surface, it's not great.
I've heard there's some
Wait.
weird Warframe vibes, which people are kind of into.
Mm-hmm.
What do they call it? A looter slasher instead of a looter shooter?
Yeah,
Schluter?
it's kind of like
No,
a
that's
Diablo
Schluter.
almost, in that sense.
Slat.
A lasher.
Schlut. Oh, there you go. That's better. I can't.
Lasher. Yeah.
Yeah, slasher.
But yeah, I've been watching a little. Man, when those people like melt away when you hit them with that soul arrow, whew,
Mm-hmm.
that's some good particle effects right there.
Right, that's pretty.
Big fan.
Yeah. Oh, it's like it's super easy to tell like generation to generation consoles and everything based on the particle effects in every game. In all honesty, like
Yeah.
It's
Very
always
true.
the beginning of the launch too. Like I don't know if you guys ever watched Killer Instinct
yeah,
on Xbox One. It's just
Yeah.
like particles are just flying.
or like
everywhere.
Infamous Second Son when the PS4 came out.
Mm.
Yeah, that was mid too.
The like neon lights.
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Okay. Yeah, and then also been playing some Flight Sim too. I went and bought like
Nice.
my own version of the game because I've just been playing off Game Pass, but like I just run for an actual version of the game to have. So it's like if ever like lapsed the sub to Game Pass or whatever, then still be able to play it. And also, you know, I got like the like $90 version or whatever, so it's like kind of the mid version. Got a few new aircraft and everything. And it's just like, honestly, I can't tell the difference between a lot of the aircraft and everything. Like most of the like propeller aircraft that hover around like the 100 to 150 like knot range or light speed and everything, I really can't tell the difference between. Maybe that's just because like I'm a pleb or something, you don't have like a total setup and whatnot. But yeah, it's like obviously when you start getting into like turboprop and like actual jets, there is a difference. But yeah, so
Yeah.
But yeah,
Gross.
continuing my tour of Asia, got caught in a storm in Indonesia earlier, so that wasn't incredible.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. Indonesia's weird, man. Because like if you're around the coast and everything, it's pretty flat and low altitude and whatnot. But like you know, like inland, like the central area of like that little like subcontinent there, it's very, very mountainous and it's really steep climb too. And everything. So it's like be able to cruise just chilling at like 1,500, 2,000 feet above the ground and it's all flat. It's like, oh, I need to go up to like 8,000 feet to dodge this mountain or whatever, you know. Yeah. I also
Fly
found
around
out.
it.
Yeah, I also found out that Bing Maps doesn't really like know how to differentiate mountains from volcanoes. So it's kind of weird because like what should be a volcano has like trees lining the top of it and everything, and it's all like auto-generated and whatnot. It's kind of weird.
So it's
Oh,
not a
man.
volcano.
Well, in real life, it's supposed to be a volcano, but in Flight
Oh,
Sim,
man.
it's not a volcano.
Flying in a
Nice.
volcano for some reason sounds like something I would do immediately in that
Well,
game.
it's you can't. Maybe it's just the ones in Indonesia, but it's just like the surface was like covered. It's like the game was like thinking it was just a mountain, like a basic ass
Yeah, yeah,
mountain. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a bummer.
Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much been it. So, going through the housekeeping stuff before we get into the gaming news. Main site is, of course, cultureofgaming.com. There you can find the latest gaming news, reviews, opinion pieces, all that fun stuff. So head on over there and check us out. When you're on the main site, if you scroll down, you'll see our right-hand side sidebar. On it, you see a widget with our Discord server displayed. Click the nice little join button there, and you'll be able to chat to everyone that you see on the podcast, plus all of our staff on the community Discord. And we're honestly down to talk about pretty much anything, except for politics, and because no one wants to talk about that right now. And anyway, Twitter, find us at the COD Network, and we have 2 Facebook pages also. They are facebook.com/PowerUpPodcast and facebook.com/the COD Network for the podcast and main site, respectively. Why did my phone go off? Who bothers me? Oh, it's an email. Okay. It's my receipt from Steam because I bought Blasphemous. Okay.
Yeah.
I just got deafened.
Oh, okay.
I just got a notification as well.
Oh, and
Sorry.
yeah, from there, let's see. I did Facebook, Twitter, twitch.tv/cultureofgaming. Of course, there you can find the podcast being recorded every other Saturday for a little while here. 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So it's like we're recording this podcast on November 14th. Next podcast will be on the 28th. Actually, no, that's probably a bad date because that'll be Thanksgiving weekend. Yeah, probably into December then. So I think the next podcast after this will probably be December 5th.
Oh, we should do like Game of the Year stuff probably, right?
Around then, yeah. Because then, like, past that, the holidays will be a crapshoot for scheduling. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It's gonna be interesting. Where's the year going, right?
I don't know.
This year has moved, like, both really quickly and really slowly.
This year's been pretty crap, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait for it to be over.
Well, next year's probably gonna be the same for a bit.
It's gonna be too much better.
Next
No,
year's
I'm
gonna be much
convinced,
better.
like, 2020 just has a curse to it. And so it's like 21 can only get better. Okay?
I know, we're gonna celebrate like, yeah, 2021. And you go, wait a minute, it's the same.
Oh, God.
It's like the meme.
Wait,
It's
we're in a
like,
6-week lockdown. Corona's still a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. We have good hopes for the vaccine going
We'll figure
pretty
it out.
soon. So,
well,
yeah.
we'll see when it's readily available. But yes,
yes. Things will eventually get better. I'm convinced.
this is true.
Yes.
Yes.
Life will eventually go back to normal. I don't know. I don't want to like derail this too much because we still have to go through housekeeping. But like, I was having a conversation with somebody. It was just like, it's like, okay, so it's like when you say you want things to go back to normal, what do you mean? And I basically just said, okay, so take a snapshot of life as it was in 2019 in any given day. Pretty much that. Yeah.
It's not going to be that for a while. But
I know. I'm just saying that's what I want it to be. Anyway, yeah, that's how that's how I define normal. Yeah.
Okay, so the time frame for that is probably going to be mid 2021. I'd say.
Okay. Yeah.
It's going
If
to
we're
get back to
lucky.
normal around then. Well, I mean, it depends. It really depends.
I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, I'm hoping. Again, 2020 might just be a cursed year for it, but never know. What's weird? Again, I'm sorry to keep like sidetracking this though, but it's like I'm ready to graduate college in December, and it's like I don't do like a ceremony or anything. And it's just like it feels like the most like uneventful thing. It's just like I'm gonna finish my last class, be like, well, I'm done with college now.
Oh, bye.
Yeah, I'm done with college
Yeah.
now. Apparently, yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Anyway, all right, and then so I already talked about the YouTube. Or no, I haven't talked about YouTube. I did Twitch. YouTube.com/Culture of Gaming. Where you can find a video repository of all the previously recorded podcasts. And speaking of the previously recorded podcasts, when you head on over to pretty much anywhere you get your audio podcasts, be it Spotify, Pocket Cast, Podbean, Podcast Addicts, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, etc., we're even on Amazon Podcasts now, or whatever they call it over there. You can find the audio recordings of all the previously recorded podcasts, and they are up decently quickly. So, yeah, go ahead and check those out where you can find podcasts. And, yeah, all right, that'll do it. So, moving on to the gaming news. Well, obviously, to get the elephant out of the room here, the two next-gen consoles have launched. The Xbox Series X and PS5, respectively. Now, none of us here have them, I believe, as we
Because we're gamers.
I know, because as we made it clear in the intro sequence.
I will still give them a review score.
Okay. What is your review of the PS5?
What's the most common number to give? An 8. There we
Okay.
go.
Okay. How about the Series X?
Also an 8.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you for your opinion.
Yes. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So this is okay. So now that you know Culture Gaming's official opinion on the next gen stuff,
Heck
let's
yeah.
talk about Kotaku's official opinion on the PS5, which I've seen this from. Okay, not what we're going to really talk about, but so just in general, like reviews of the next gen consoles and everything, it's just like I don't quite understand what the point is. It's like because like these people aren't exactly like benchmarking it or anything, right? It's like you don't do that with consoles, and it's just like it's a box. It's made by Sony again. The UI is still somewhat similar to the PS4 and everything, and it's like it plays games better than the PS4 Pro. Okay.
I did appreciate how they put some of the specs in the Kotaku review. They gave the dimensions and weight, and that was kind of nice, I guess.
Yeah. So make your measure your entertainment center and make sure it can fit.
Yeah. Say not that it really
Basically, yeah.
matters that much, but it's neat to do that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know anyone who's reading a review of PS5 or Xbox One,
Right.
and
Yeah.
like making Series X,
Mm-hmm.
and making a decision based off of like a
Right.
review.
Yeah. Like I can't.
It's
I don't know. I can understand like people making like articles being like, oh, I think the controller is super neat because XYZ. Here's all the cool things you do it. I understand like people making articles about like, oh, the SSD is so nice to have or whatever, and the PS5 and whatnot, all that fun stuff. But it's just like just an overall review. Again, it's just like it kind of just comes down to it's like it is a bots made by Sony and it plays games better than PS4 Pro.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a graphics card review. It's like, as long as it's working, like, it's just better than the previous generation, right?
Right. That's
If
what
you're
a
doing
lot
like a super deep dive on like how
trying
much
to
more
light
it
really
stacks up and whether this is like, worth the money for what it does and blah blah blah,
Sure.
then it's worth it. But I think, yeah, like nobody's gonna buy a Series X off a review
right. Yeah.
or a
Yeah.
PS5 for that matter.
Right.
I almost feel like obviously it's for generating clicking and all that stuff, obviously, which is important.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just seems like it's almost like that. What do you call it when like buyer's validation? Like when you buy something
Right.
and then
Be
you
like,
look at
oh,
it
I want to make sure everyone else thinks this is good too, right? Yeah. It's like
Basically,
yeah.
yeah.
it's like a
Yeah.
counter to buyer's remorse or whatever. You're just trying to reinforce your opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, I bought the PS5. Let me just check what IGN had to say or Kotaku had to say about. Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. I agree with this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I feel better.
Basically,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, highlighting the Kotaku PS5 review, not because it is like particularly stellarly written or anything like that. I mean, again, it's I think he even kind of acknowledges what I was getting at, where he talks about it's like this review has spent 3,000 words talking about the PS5, which is the most I've written about anything. It's as good a video game console as there has ever been. So he kind of like acknowledges like, yeah, okay, it plays better. Kind of is what it kind of boils down to. It's where he goes in the last like 4 some odd paragraphs here, which is I don't want to say it's off the rails, but for a website whose like parent company wanted to basically shut them down because they kept injecting like politics into their articles, this probably isn't the best way to go. So, reading from the article here, this review has spent 3,000 words talking about the PS5, which is the most I've written about anything. Wow, that's it? Only 3,000 words? Homie.
Come on, dude.
Okay.
Up your game.
Yeah, homie. Okay. It's as good a video game console as there has ever been. The combination of ultra high definition video, you mean 4K, okay, increased frame rates, high-end graphics techniques like ray tracing, and the lightning fast SSD made it feel like a real deal next-gen successor to the PS4. Well, I would hope so. And if you're not ready to give up on the previous console, the PS5 reliably runs a vast majority of the PS4 library, with many of those games receiving upgrades to fidelity frame rate loading times. That's actually what I've heard too, is just like, people were like really hoping that like Bloodborne would run at like 60 FPS on the PS5, but no, the engine hard caps like things to 30.
Yeah.
I was gonna say they could do some back work on it, but
Yeah, might not. I don't know. Maybe we'll get like a Bloodborne
maybe not
remastered or
if
something.
that's.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, I could see that. We got Demon Souls. I mean, jeez.
Okay, anyway, but I'd be remiss to ignore all the reasons not to be excited for the PS5. The world is still reeling under the weight of the COVID-19 pandemic. There are more Americans out of work right now than at any point in the country's history, with no relief in sight. Okay, that part's not true, like even like metric. But our healthcare system is an inherently evil institution that forces people to ration life-saving medications like insulin and choose suicide over suffering with untreated mental illness. As I'm writing this, it's very likely that Joe Biden will be our next president, but it's clear that the worst people aren't going away just as a new old white man is sitting behind the Resolute desk. Well, at least not this old white man. Our government is fundamentally broken in a way that necessitates radical change rather than incremental electoralism. The harsh truth is that, for the reasons listed above and more, a lot of people simply won't be able to buy a PS5 regardless of supply, or if they can, concerns over increasing austerity in the U.S. and the growing threat of widespread political violence supersede any enthusiasm about the console's SSD or how ray tracing makes reflections more realistic. That's not to say you can't be excited for those things. I certainly am on some level, but there's an irrefutable level of privilege attached to the ability to simply tune out the world as it burns around you.
So you want socialism?
I mean,
I didn't quite get that from that, but
No, I'm joking.
okay.
this person just seems like they're having a tough time,
Yeah.
and
Oh wait, I thought it ended. Wait, hold on. It still goes on.
It keeps going. It's another 3 paragraphs that basically
okay.
he's talking about like
Yeah.
video games being an escape and how they have to play a couple rounds of Spelunky before doom scrolling as they lay in bed. It really takes a turn. It's a sad turn. Like it's a journey for sure. This article.
Oh my
Yeah, I won't
goodness.
deny that video games can be an escape. It feels great to lose yourself in a fictional world where you can fix everything. Some of us see a strength or personality trait in video game characters, what we wish we saw in ourselves. As much as it sucks for real-world problems to intrude on that space, I found it increasingly difficult to focus on video games amid our current situation. Many nights is all I can do to play a couple of runs of Spelunky before collapsing into bed for a few hours of doom scrolling and restless sleep. And I know I'm not alone in that feeling. We are collectively tired, and for good reason. Sony and Microsoft chose a hell of a time to release their next-gen video game consoles. I think the PS5 is a great machine, but it's tough to recommend when folks are literally fighting for their lives while residing in the richest country in the world. I was very lucky to receive a PS5 for the purpose of this review, despite the fact I'm comfortable enough to have bought one on my own. If you're in the same boat, I encourage you to grab the console and see what it's all about for yourself. If you aren't, don't feel like the PS5 would change your life. It's a video game system and it's not going anywhere. I'm looking forward to a time when we can all chat about next-gen gaming on equal footing, without a dozen daily crises looming over our heads. Until then, let's focus on what's truly important, even if that means dipping out of the next-gen hype machine for a bit.
I mean, on some level, I kind of appreciate the like F it attitude and just like
I kind of get what
going in.
I kind of get what he's going for, but so many of these are like fixable problems for himself and everything. Like, you know, it's like,
Oh yeah,
it's like uninstall Twitter. I think that's a very good first step for this guy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
If you're
So
hard time, that's definitely a way to go.
Yeah,
you're
like,
basically not supposed to have any fun at all.
yeah, no
Just
fun.
focus.
No fun.
Just
Well, I
focus on.
I think this
focus on doom
person
scrolling.
getting at is like, hey, like video games are dope. Like video games are cool, man. But like there's other bigger stuff, and like they seem like they didn't want to write this review. Almost they were just
Right.
that was their assignment. And
I don't know, if I was a writer at Kotaku, I would have killed for doing the PS5 review. Even as like feudal as I might think the review is, you know, free console, get to write about it, sure, why not?
I think most people were happy to write it, but at some point, you're writing 3,000 words about a video box that plays the game better,
Right, yeah.
and then you're like, well, I guess I am a tired human.
And it's like, well, isn't it
And-
funny how none of this matters?
Yeah,
It's like, it's a
kind
good
of,
dose of
right.
nihilism, like, while playing
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
like they're not wrong.
I wonder if he
But-
rage quit Demon Souls. And that's why, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's
Yeah.
an interesting article though, for sure.
Yeah, okay.
I hope they're doing okay over there.
Yes. What's his name?
Is it Ian or something?
Yeah, Ian Walker. Hope you're doing okay there, buddy.
Yeah, hang in
Uninstall
there.
Twitter.
Hang in there.
Maybe
we're all
play
hanging
something
in there.
fun like Bud Snacks or something. Okay. I don't know.
Oh, I should play that game.
Yeah, I don't know. Just
don't know.
uninstall Twitter. Stop doom scrolling, as you put it, and everything. Like, yeah, it's okay.
Get some spice in your life, dude.
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it sounds like he needs like a distraction or something from what's
Yeah,
going
I
on in
think
the
that's
world.
what he was trying to get. Like, oh, the PS5 is like a good distraction, but it's not quite a big enough one for me.
Mhm.
Sure, that's fair enough. That
Which
is
makes
fair.
sense. Like, a lot of people are, they handle things differently, right? And like,
Right.
It's very easy to fall into the trap of like feeling all depressed and everything because of what's going on in the world.
exactly.
Um,
Right. But,
I just noticed Matt changed his username. Okay.
Yeah, so Discord. I think he's playing Eve again or something, because that's like his Eve alias.
Sure. But yeah, I think there's a place for everything at this point in time, particularly like video games and whatnot with what's going on in the world. We definitely need an escape.
Yeah.
It's like Corona and all that to be surrounded by it 24/7. A lot more people would be committing suicide and whatnot.
I
I'm
don't know, I
pretty sure of that.
I try to think, like, I don't know, so it's like, in a lot of ways, video games are the solution to a lot of Corona and everything, because you're supposed to, like, stay home, like, on your couch as much as possible, right, and whatnot. It's just, like, isn't, like, video games probably one of the best ways to do that? I don't know, that's just me.
you can definitely get burned out. I
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely got burned out in
Yeah,
video games. where
that's reasonable.
It's like, I have all these things to play, and I'm like, I just don't even want to play anything.
Yeah,
So
that's reasonable.
we've all been there.
So
I do definitely feel the doom scrolling thing, because there have been nights where I just come home and just, like, scroll, like, Twitter and, like, 4chan,
Yep.
like various boards on 4chan, just because memes, but like between like technology and like B and like a bunch of other like boards and everything. It's just like
Sure, yeah.
just like post memes and talk like memes with my friends in Discord. Not really playing anything.
Yeah. Definitely. Like it's it's the end of the year. People, and holidays are coming. People are getting like we're still in this situation. People are getting a little extra down. I feel like around this time.
Yeah, especially
That's crazy.
especially if you're told like you can't see your family or whatever. It's like brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy over here. Like Corona's pretty much not really affected Australia a whole heap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but even so, like the whole like holiday situation and all that. I understand it's summer here because like Christmas is in summer. A lot of people don't understand that.
Yay, Southern
But,
Hemisphere.
Yeah, all right. But like usually there's like a feeling, we're almost at the end. Well, we're halfway through November. 35 days or like something from Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? 45 days?
Something like
Something
that.
like that. Yeah.
It's like 40 days at this point, probably.
But everywhere's dead. There's no Christmas stuff. There's no Christmas decorations. There's nothing happening at all. And it's like, this is kind of crazy.
It definitely doesn't feel like we're at the end of the year.
No, it
Feels
doesn't.
like we're still in it. Like, we're like, oh, 2020 is 8 years long. And yeah, we don't need to spend too much time. Now we're getting all weird about it, but yeah.
I feel like hope's on the horizon. Something will happen. We'll get a vaccine eventually. I think we just, as a world, we need to learn to live with Corona. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's like common cold. It mutates, changes. It's gonna be around forever.
Right.
Indeed.
So we need to learn to live with it.
Yeah, we can only get better at being with it. Everything.
We can only get better treatments and all that kind of stuff where needed.
Yeah.
Death rates down everywhere, particularly here. So it's going well.
Not here.
In a lot of places, it's okay.
In a lot of places.
Yeah, even I don't know. It's like even the death rate in the U.S. isn't as bad as it was during like the peak of the summer and whatnot, or when it got really bad.
I guess the positivity rate is higher, right? But maybe not the death rate.
Yeah.
I think it's extremely contagious, but it's just. I mean, obviously, to some people, it's deadly. But we're learning, we're evolving.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like viruses are like literally on a spectrum, though, right? So it's like it's either like contagious but not so deadly, or deadly but not so contagious and whatnot. Yeah. Do you have any idea of a virus that like falls in like kind of the midline between those? Is actually Ebola and everything, where it's like Ebola has like. It is fairly deadly depending on like the level of medical treatment you can get for it and whatnot. But at the same time, also the only way you can really get it is if you have like blood-to-blood contact with someone. So, yeah.
And a lot of the time with Ebola, if you've got like correct medical treatment, you'll be fine.
Right.
You'll get through it.
So. Remember back in like 2014 when it was just like Ebola was supposed to be like the big pandemic that was gonna screw us all over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Simpler times. Back in 2014.
We were about
swine flu.
Yeah.
Swine flu in like 2008.
Yeah.
West Nile.
Oh yeah. My economics teacher in high school got West Nile virus. Yeah.
Damn.
He survived, but he was just like dead on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Let's not talk about contagious diseases and everything.
Deadly viruses.
Let's talk about games. How about that? Or gaming related stuff. So, all right. Well, we're going to give some equal attention to the Xbox Series X. And while it doesn't seem like there are like widespread hardware defects going on with either console, which is good, or any like too big issues that would warrant any sort of like bid scandal or recall. I know some people tried to make it happen by like filming their Xbox Series X as like smoking or whatever, but it turns out they were like using it as a bong or like vape smoking through it or something like that. So
from what I understand, people took a rip from their vape and like blew it under the console, and then because of all the fans, it would like come through the top. It looks kind of cool.
Yeah. The people are being like, dude, my Xbox Series has just exploded. Anyway,
people are probably believing it too.
Yeah. But it looks like, and this is why names are important, kids. This article is coming to us from The Verge. It looks like a bunch of soon-to-be disappointed people accidentally bought Xbox One X's. And to be fair, it has nearly the same name as its successor. Yeah.
Didn't we discuss this a few weeks ago?
I think we talked about this a while back.
We talked about this definitely being a possibility.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty sad.
Yeah, it is pretty sad. Like,
Yeah.
sheesh.
Poor
Rip.
parents out there accidentally getting the things they don't
Poor
know.
grandma.
Yeah, grandma's not happy.
No.
Or grandma's fine. She doesn't know.
Right. It's a little Timmy that's gonna be mildly upset on Christmas morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I mean, this was bound to happen, right? Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you have literally like two of the three words in your title the same,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah.
like Xbox X,
Yeah.
series versus one is very. It's,
There's not like enough like even with the next gen, there's not like enough differentiation between like Series S or Series X, especially like over the phone or something. Like, yeah, that's.
Yeah, it's like ringing up GameStop and being like, "Yeah, I want the new console. It's an Xbox something."
Yeah.
yeah.
You mean the One X? Yeah, sure.
It's like, yeah, that
Or
sounds
like-
about right. Yeah.
Bad naming scheme.
Yeah.
Can I get the new Xbox? Okay, there's the X and there's the S. Okay.
We don't have any of the series. Do you want the X?
Yeah, that's true too. But it's like, how much is
Basically.
each one? This one's way cheaper. I'll just take the cheaper one.
Yeah.
Oops.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like,
Why can't I play this new Series X game?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. This is. I don't want to say it's funny because it's kind of unfortunate, but like also.
It's kind of fun. It's
Yeah.
entertaining. Maybe.
Yeah, it's it's
the
like
word for it.
amusing, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is pretty amusing. It's
Yeah.
pretty hilarious.
Again, though, this was bound to happen with the naming scheme. Like, at least Sony is basic as their naming scheme is. It made sense and it's consistent, right? And it's like 5 definitely sounds different than 4. Yeah.
It also looks like a ridiculous. So it's like, that's not what I saw. The one that I saw was white and has a weird thing, fins on it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Instead of just a black box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think. To be honest, I think Microsoft purposefully kind of did this. I want to say they purposefully did this. I think they're trying to like sell more Xbox One X consoles, and
I mean,
they're kind of like, yeah, why not? Let's kind of mold the names together. So let's confuse people.
You think it's
I
still
just
like
think
so that
they're
like
Pretty
people?
good marketing tactic.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I just think they're bad at naming, and they've always been bad at naming.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they have
mean, yeah, why
continued
not?
their bad names.
Why not?
Like 360, like the only reason it was called 360, I'm pretty sure, is so because it had a 3 in the name versus the PS3.
Right.
Xbox One, what?
Right. They subtracted 200 and I'm sorry, like 349.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
It's like, wait, did we downgrade here? What's going on?
yeah, like the idea of that was like, oh, it's the all-in-one entertainment system. It's
Yeah.
like, boo, like bad. And then Series X I guess it makes sense because you're like, oh, the series whatever. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of a sleekish name, right?
Yeah. So then it's like, I don't know, fast forward to the ever distant year of 2027 when we're on the cusp of what will now be the next gen console releases, because PS5 and Series X are out now. They're now current gen, right? Yeah, so it's like we're on the
That's weird to
cusp
say.
of the PlayStation 6 and the Xbox Series X2.
You
I don't
got
know.
the mid console will be the Series XS probably.
Alright, come on, Series XXX. Come on now.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah,
kinky.
dude.
Okay, I
I
like
will buy
it.
that one.
Yeah, it's kinky.
Yeah.
It's got anime girls on the bottom.
That'd be the Series
Microsoft
H
finally
edition.
makes it big in Japan.
That'd be Microsoft Series H edition.
Oh no,
Yeah,
they'll be banned here. I
Waifu
understand.
edition.
yeah.
Oh,
Didn't like
honestly, with your
Australia
Xbox
ban
thing.
hentai or something like that?
Yeah, we
Is it
did.
what?
Australia banned hentai in like the past week or so.
Good.
And like any adult stuff from Japan as well.
That's odd, but okay.
I mean,
I
all the
don't
stuff
know
is like
why.
censored anyway. It can't be that bad.
I mean, I don't understand why you do that from Japan, but like not elsewhere.
Made sense.
Like, why specifically Japan? What if? I mean, okay, wait. If you're gonna ban one, why not ban all of it?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Australia just
I mean-
has like
If you're gonna go that far and ban something, you might as well just
Exactly.
Go for it. Yeah.
Just go like
Exactly.
straight.
But banning is already the extreme, so
Yeah, it's just like why not just like there was no like moderate extremism, you know? You might as well just yeah. Oh yeah, I'm a moderate extremist. What? Oh, it's like okay, it's funny in like the Netflix documentary, The Social Dilemma or whatever. Have y'all seen that? So it's like they do like they talked about how it's like you know algorithms are designed to like keep people on a certain like political on like in like their political alignments into like an echo chamber into like Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that and whatnot. And it's like the like parody political group or whatever that they have to like represent it or whatever is called the extreme centrists. Or like extreme center. And it's like
Extreme
okay.
what?
Extreme centrists, extreme center.
Oh
Yeah.
Goodness. Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of yeah.
I don't know if I could handle a documentary about like social media right now.
If you want to talk about doom scrolling, let me tell you.
Yeah, I was just say my
Jeez.
brain. Just
Yeah,
explode.
I don't know, but none of it is new information in the documentary. Like this is like shit people have been saying for years. So
Sure, yeah, but
Yeah.
you know, a well-produced documentary
right,
is always
it really
welcome.
brings everything out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, that's right. Australia banning hentai. I meant
Listen, we
before.
banned a lot more than just that in our time as a nation. 200 years. How old are we? I don't know. No
You
idea.
banned emus.
Yeah, we banned emus. We
Especially their bands anime. Oh no, they didn't ban anime.
I don't know. You guys should have just gone like full Korea mode and just like all pornography is illegal. That's what it's like in South Korea.
Weird.
All right. Well. Oh, do you want
Anyway.
this? Do you want you? I wonder if you could like subvert the ban. It's like if you have a PS5 or whatever, you can get like custom plates or whatever. Get like.
listen,
we
just
know-
VPN it.
Huh?
We know the real reason Anthony is moving now.
Right,
Okay,
exactly.
dude. Listen, I'm not going to Japan. I'm going to America. I'm not.
Exactly.
Well, you see, it's all legal here
Land
in America.
of
So
the
Listen.
hentai.
Yeah.
Woo!
yeah. All right. What were we talking about originally? Oh, that's right. The Xbox.
Xbox.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you people and your ideas. You're up the creek. Not happening.
The naming scheme. Okay.
Bad.
Yeah, it's bad. We knew this was gonna happen. Took it well enough to happen. Let's I guess move on. There's not really a whole lot to say outside of haha, told you so. We all feel like vilified, right? Okay. Good. Well, this is a lot more serious than the past couple of topics of conversation. There was a hostage situation at the Ubisoft Montreal studios earlier this week. Coming to us from GameSpot. A frightening situation at Ubisoft Montreal headquarters on Friday afternoon appears to have been resolved without any injuries. Police were called in for what is described as a hostage situation in St. Laurent, prompting a large number of resources to be deployed to the area. According to a press release issued on the Service de Police de la Ville de Montreal website. This is in Canada. Why is it in French?
French Canadian.
I know. Okay. I'm sorry. That was more of a joke that didn't quite land.
Okay.
Yeah. It was ultimately determined there was no threat, seemingly confirming media reports during the incident that suggested police had been called as a result of the hoax. Reports of a police operation emerged on Friday, with local news stations broadcasting footage of what appeared to be Ubisoft employees taking shelter on the roof of the company's offices. A tweet from the Montreal police said that it was responding to a 911 call and advised people to stay away from the area. It later said that no threat had been found and begun evacuating the building. Ubisoft employees working both from home and from the office. Airpo, community developer on Hyperspace, said he was on a call with employees who had to leave abruptly. Ubisoft released statements saying, "We want to salute the courage and composure our team showed today. Our focus remains on ensuring their health and well-being. We'd also like to thank the SPVM for their quick and professional response, helping to bring the situation under control. We are extremely relieved this was resolved without incident. We'd like to thank you all of your support and kind words." A Ubisoft spokesperson told GameSpot, following the reports of an incident in the studio earlier today, "We are relieved to confirm that all our team members in Ubisoft Montreal are safe." So, okay, bye,
We lost
Anthony.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. Did I just fail at reading comprehension? Was there an actual situation or not? Was it a prank?
So, from my understanding, is that there was a call and police were like alerted and
Okay. Yeah.
emergency response happened.
Mm-hmm.
However, I don't think there was an actual situation.
Okay.
From what I understand.
Okay.
So, like, taking, this is a bad joke, not supposed to be a bad joke, but like taking like swatting almost to like the nth level. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. This is like swatting has been maxed out at this point, then. Right.
Yeah, like
it doesn't
somebody
Yeah.
was either like on site or had a VPN or what heck,
Mhm.
his internet died, and like somehow called, 911 or whatever the equivalent is, and reported hostage situation.
Oh. Okay.
Because that seems to be the one that works,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Yes, that would get a SWAT team called to your place pretty much every time, like every time out of 10. So
Exactly.
yeah, don't SWAT, kids. Yeah,
Don't do it.
it's pretty.
I feel like there are like bad infomercials about not swatting,
right. Yeah.
or there needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Hello.
I don't know.
Welcome back.
I don't know what happened there, my internet. So,
The Australian police found all that.
yeah, the AFP, Australian Federal Police, found all that.
They found that hard drive, that
They found
USB
the
drive.
Oh no.
They found
Was it what's his name? Randy Pitchford's?
the hands up.
It was-
His USB drive, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
If Randy Pitchford wants to find his USB drive, he should just call the Australian police and be like, "There's a bunch of hentai on this USB that I lost. They'll be searching for it, right? Can't have that shit on the streets."
I'm pretty sure it probably had. It had porn on it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it did. It had it
Yeah.
full on had it on
It
it.
didn't even have hentai. God.
Okay. So
Remember
Anthony,
those fun stories? That was this year. Wow.
wait.
God.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Right? That was this year, right? With Borderlands 3?
I think it was in 2019.
Was it?
Yeah. Just like
Man,
Borderlands
2019
3
was the best.
Yeah, right? Again, that's what I'm saying. Snapshot of life in 2019, okay? That's what normal was.
It
So,
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, finding people's USB drives that had
Yeah.
spicy stuff on it.
And speculating how it's like in Borderlands 3, it'd be really cool if there was like a side quest where you to find like this lost data drive or something, or return it to some big CEO.
She's a magician. It's not porn.
What? Yeah. Never mind.
We are having a good one today.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, there's no other topics, why not?
Yeah, it would have been like, okay, I hate the way this sounds. It would have been like great in terms of a media perspective if there was like some like huge hardware like failure or scandal with any one of the next gen consoles, but things went pretty much smoothly. The only issue is like supply is a bitch, but
I mean, so far.
Yeah,
only,
we already
what,
knew
3
that.
days.
Yeah.
We're like not even a week into these consoles.
Yeah.
Xbox Live went down on release day
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I mean,
for like an
expected,
hour.
you know.
Wasn't too bad though.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess moving right along here. Let's talk about Cyberpunk 2077 again. So last time we did a podcast, we talked about how Cyberpunk 2077 got delayed to December 10th. It was supposed to be out November 17th, which is this Tuesday, I think, right? Yeah, Monday the 16th. Yeah. And, well, everybody was very, very disappointed. But, it's like... It's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess, so to speak. Miyamoto says, a delayed game is eventually good, stuff like that. I don't know, word on the street that I'm hearing with like Cyberpunk and whatnot is that, and I'm going to bring this up when we talk about Elden Ring later, but it's like, word on the street is just like, it's really a pain in the ass having to test for like 5 different hardware actually like 7 different hardware configurations across everything. Because you have PS4, PS4 Pro, Xbox One X, and then PS5, Series X, Series S. So yeah, you have to like test your stuff on like 7 different hardware configurations. So yeah, if you're a console developer,
PC,
that could be unfortunate.
stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, PC should be like your baseline standard. You should develop games on PC for PC first, and then port.
You would
them.
think,
Yeah,
but
that'd be the way to do it. Anyway. Yeah. So the rumor mill started churning up earlier this week. I especially saw this on Twitter. And this article I'm coming from is Inverse, but it was going around that there was supposedly a leak that was going around that said there was going to be another announcement from CD Projekt Red saying that Cyberpunk 2077 has to be delayed indefinitely, but sometime in 2021. So, yeah. Reading from the article here on Inverse.com, the Cyberpunk 2077 release date was pushed back to December 10th, despite developer CD Projekt Red's announcement that the open-world role-playing game had gone gold earlier in October. This could be a hell of a day one patch. Anyway.
What's the guess? Like 50 gig, 60 gig, 70
I don't know.
gig, 200 gig?
Overall, I'd imagine
How
the
much
game
is the
slots in at
PS5?
like 120. Honestly.
It can't be that much, right?
All the asset, I don't know. Hopefully they
How many
compress things.
Cyberpunks can you install on your PS5?
Right? Yeah.
New
Basically.
benchmark.
Yeah, new benchmark.
Now, as of Monday, as in Monday being this past Monday, a leaker with an established track record has called the delay-riddled game's new release date into question. Could Cyberpunk 2077 be delayed? The short answer is that it almost certainly will not face any further delays. Unverified. Do they not even cover what was going on? Oh, okay. Yeah, a mysterious game industry insider disguised as a racy Twitter account called Hot Girl Video 69 sent the tweet that echoed across gaming forums on November 9th. So what if Cyberpunk 2077 gets delayed again? They tweeted, like, what if it doesn't launch this year, like until 2021? They followed up the statement on Tuesday with another tweet that this time specified that CDPR might push the release date back to January 2021. According to Tiffany Treadmore Incorporated, or at Hot Girl Video 69, tweet on November 10th saying, I guess CDPR updated the profile yesterday to double down on December 10th after the rumor we heard went kind of nuts on a couple sites. Still not convinced. Hearing bad stuff internally that there will likely be another delay until January 2021.
Well, okay. Considering that a lot of the people working on Cyberpunk didn't even know that the delay was happening,
Yeah.
I don't think there's any reliable internal information going around at this
That
point.
makes sense, unless you had like the ear of
developers.
like leaders and whatnot. So
Unless they're talking to like project leads and whatnot, I don't think they're gonna have a decent idea of what the heck's going on with the game.
Right.
Are you telling me that Hot Girl Video 69 is not a reliable source?
I believe so, yes.
She's indeed not a reliable source. I'm sorry, Andrew, to dash your hopes and dreams.
No, come on.
What the hell?
I mean, it was in the name. I already believed it.
You were enticed, huh? Yeah.
God, what a good name.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, like
It's like the
getting
pinnacle of
lost.
like porn Twitter parody accounts naming.
yeah,
You know?
but
Where's the
also
OnlyFans?
imagine like having to quote, like you're writing this like article, like, the worst name I've ever.
It's like Hot Girl Video 69.
It's like imagine if like what's his
my
name, Jason
goodness.
Schreier had to write an article about like the rumored delay and be like, according to Twitter user Hot Girl Video 69, and it's
I
like
love it
coming
when
from
it's
like
like,
Jason
yeah.
Schreier, like someone who's like tries ultra hard to be like legit and whatnot, you know.
I love when they like quote Reddit people and it's like VapeBro85 or the Xbox gamer tags.
Yeah, we've
names,
had like
and-
we've had a few of those over the years, you know.
Yeah, I love it. It always gets me.
Yeah. Okay.
Good lord.
The name is missing one thing. I will give them a pointer.
Oh, okay.
You need a capital X and then a normal X, both front and back of that name.
Yeah, you need like @_ Hot Girl Video 69 _ Yeah.
Yeah.
Real Spots
exactly.
mode. I like it. Okay. So in all
Deary me.
in all seriousness, though, do we have any faith in CDPR sticking to the December 10th release date? I mean, they've doubled down on this one, guys. Certainly, right?
I mean, they probably should. They probably should put their
That
game
might
out
be an
there.
idea.
Just say screw it, release it, whatever.
I mean, I feel like any goodwill has like kind of gone with that game.
Maybe there's still quite a
I
few
don't know.
people that I know of that are just like have been excited for the game since like 2013, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm so checked out with them. Like I just like, okay, when the game is, in my PlayStation or whatever, then I will believe you.
Okay.
But like, I can't imagine there's too much like goodwill left, like after 3 delays and like the crunch thing, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's difficult. Like,
I think a lot of people were hyped about it, and then the delays happened, and then I don't think it's so much a goodwill thing. I think it's just, well, it'll happen when it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, I think it's just people aren't hyped for it as much anymore. Because the whole, oh yeah, Cyberpunk's coming out, you don't hear about that anymore at all. Like,
Right.
you don't hear people saying, oh, Cyberpunk's coming out on December when? December 1st or something?
10th. Yeah.
10th? You don't hear that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and like they are now behind
Yeah.
is bad
Mm.
because the
I
like the
d-
new console is going to cannibalize any like hype or news pieces,
Yeah.
right? And then
Right.
all of a sudden Cyberpunk's just going to like squirt out a month
Mhm.
later.
I don't think goodwill's been lost, to be honest, because CDPR is pretty reliable with what they've done, and you know all the games they've made and whatnot. The Witcher 3 was delayed a couple of times, I believe.
Yeah.
And that was like game of the year at one stage.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't say goodwill's been lost, but it's sad to see, particularly during Corona and all that.
Mm.
But
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
they're suffering.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, in terms of December, I am cautiously optimistic that the game will stick to it. Hi,
Oh
dog.
dear.
Can I help you? You good? Okay. I know it's like your dinner time around here. I'll feed you. It's okay. After. Anyway. Yeah. Dinner has to be like on the like in her bowl like at a certain time every day, or else she starts losing it.
Yeah,
so-
I have a very similar thing with my cats.
Okay.
Oh lord.
Yeah.
So
they're
you
the
people-
worst.
Winky just eats when he eats, and he eats when he eats.
Wow, how
I
easy.
can't. My cats are already large. I can't just
Yeah.
have them eat whenever they want.
Yeah,
He's like a
free
street cat, so he just goes out and
food.
whatever.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Gets lots of exercise.
All right, so continuing the conversation about next gen stuff, we have a interesting take from Phil Spencer, the Xbox guy himself. And the long and short of it is he says launch lineups won't impact console sales, only review scores. Holiday 2021 is more important. I'm not going to read the entire article here, but the TLDR is. Are you good? Did you hear that?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, my dog just like coughed. Anyway, and now she's back again. Hi. Stop. Hi. Stop. Stop. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Yeah. So off the chair. I'm battling with my dog right now. I'm sorry. Okay, so anyway, the TLDR of what Phil Spencer basically says is just like the supply is already just like screwed for these like for both consoles anyway, which is somewhat
Basically.
true. And everything that is just like we'll really be able to judge each console's like success and everything next year when more people have them. So it's not
Sure.
it's not unreasonable, I don't think. You guys agree?
Yeah, that's
More games will be out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everyone who wants a console hopefully will have it.
Halo. Yay. I mean, aside from Halo, though, like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm too harsh. Maybe I'm cynical.
Heron generation.
Although I don't know if it's just me and my ecosystem. I haven't seen a lot of Xbox coverage. Maybe because I'm not seeking it out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
But-
what do they have to release?
Well, not even like games. Just like I don't see a lot of people like playing on the Xbox.
Right,
Yeah,
the PS5 has a lot of hype around it right now.
Yeah, like I said, maybe it's just me because I don't need an Xbox, or I'm like not looking for an Xbox, or I have looked a little bit for the PS5 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like everyone's just like, I am playing this on my PS5, whatever game it is. It's Astrobot. It's
Right, it is on the
you know,
PS5.
Yeah, whatever they're playing is usually a PS5 game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Even when, wait, Holiday 2021. When is that? Like-
Next year.
That would be next year. Yeah.
Like a year from now or so.
Oh damn. Okay. Even then, what games do they have to release?
Halo Infinite.
I mean, there's a lot of sneaky things that could come out,
Yeah.
but like what was it? The spooky one would look kind of cool.
I know what you're talking about.
Or like Refraction or whatever it's called, where you like swap between worlds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. I don't remember the name of that, but that one looks kind of cool. You know, they have the whole Bethesda thing. Maybe they'll put out a smaller game next year.
Yeah,
Bethesda
maybe
also
maybe
does the thing I
Starfield
like.
will just like ninja out next year or something. I don't know.
Bethesda also does a thing I like where they're like, hey, this game is coming in,
Right.
and then it comes in 3 months.
Mhm.
So
It's not bad.
that's always a possibility.
I don't know. I think Sony's got it in the bag for this one.
Already.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For now,
already.
yeah.
Early,
Like I
early
said,
hype levels suggest. I don't know.
and I haven't seen anything about like the Xbox. I don't know if it's because it's not different, but like I see people like, hey, the PlayStation 5 UI is like different, right?
Right,
So they're like kind of highlighting it.
Mhm.
But I haven't seen that with the Xbox. Again,
It's
I don't.
basically the same.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if it is the exact same. Then maybe there's nothing to cover besides, hey, it runs well now.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, you can flip between games. Like you can turn your console off and turn it back on and go jump straight back in.
Yay!
I also the loading times looked really good on the Xbox. I did see some of that stuff.
I mean, it also
Well-
has an SSD too. So
Yeah.
Have you seen the Spider-Man like load time for PS5? Like from boot to actually playing the game?
no,
I
what is it?
haven't.
15 seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say,
pretty
it's
good.
under.
Okay.
That is very good.
Yeah.
So Sony has a pretty cool thing where like when you first launch a game, like for the very first time,
Mhm.
and you run through like who made it, you know, like developer, publisher, credits kind of thing. Once you've seen that the first time, you can then they'll never show it to you again.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's useful.
So it's like cutting time kind of thing,
Yeah, that's useful.
which is good. So
Okay.
it's pretty cool.
I find it kind of funny that everyone like it's like, oh, so much like it's so with the loading I enjoy like fast loading, but it's like if I'm sitting there playing a game, like I usually have time.
Right.
So, like,
yeah, it's
yeah,
like
it's
I'm
about
not
that
exactly in a
extra, like,
hurry
30
here.
seconds.
Yeah, that extra 30 seconds is like, oh, I'm gonna go get some water or a snack, and then it'll be ready when I get back.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I saw.
I do appreciate how it could really work with like fast travel in games, or like you die and you instantly reload, because that's good at least.
Mhm.
But I don't know, some of the startup stuff I don't quite get.
Yeah, I saw. This was more than a few years ago, I would say, back when like SSDs were like hitting the PC space. When we're talking more, I remember mainstream. I somehow came across this. This was even before I was like a weeb and everything, right? I somehow came across this clip from like Japanese TV or whatever. They're basically interviewing like some people who are like I think they worked at the station or like studio or whatever. Maybe they ran at like the tech segment or something for like the studio or the show or whatever, something like that. But anyway, they were talking about like SSDs and like having prevalence and whatnot, and he said it's like it's like a really common practice for people to get like a really small cheap SSD to put the operating system on and everything, which is true and whatnot. But then the guy he's interviewing said it's like, oh no, I don't like doing that. It's like, why? It's like your computer boots faster. It's like, no, you don't understand. I really like the boot up time of my PC because I can go do other things while it boots up really quick and then come back to it. Like I can like take a break and use the bathroom as my PC boots up.
Wait,
and then
take a break from pressing the button, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
PC.
Yeah, maybe the translation was like wonky there, but like the long and short of it was just like he didn't like basically like get up or whatever, like turn on his PC or whatever, and by the time like it boots up and whatnot, it's like he can do like his a little like morning routine, like brush his teeth, put on deodorant, use the bathroom, all that stuff. So if he
That's
keeps
funny.
the OS on a hard drive, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. I feel like though that's a little different because like it helps your computer just run so much smoother in general.
Yeah, it does. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Uh,
yeah. All right. So I guess anything else to say about Phil Spencer's interview outside of it's not really that bad hot of a take, I guess. I don't know.
He is an intelligent man who has helped Xbox a lot. I would believe him
fair.
on his interviews.
Okay. All right. So looks like the last article is one that's near and dear to my heart, at least personally. Okay. Yeah. Phil Spencer, the man, the myth, the legend himself, okay, has played, quote, quite a bit, end quote, of Elden Ring, called it Miyazaki's most ambitious game. Elden Ring is the next game from Hidetaka Miyazaki, director of Dark Souls and Bloodborne, and Sekiro 2, and fans are desperate for more information. Even so, much as a brief mention has been enough to get Miyazaki's fanbase aflutter. So the news from GameSpot's recent interview with Xbox boss Phil Spencer might be enough to send them into a frenzy. When asked how much of Elden Ring he had seen, Spencer told GameSpot's Timur Hussein, "I've actually seen quite a bit. I've played quite a bit. I'm super jealous." While Spencer can't say too much, he gave us enough to set the hype high. As somebody who's played all of Miyazaki's games over the last decade, this is clearly the most ambitious game that he's done. I mean, I love his games, but seeing some of the gameplay mechanic stuff that he's tackling, he and the team are tackling this time, of the setting, working with another creator in terms of story, I love it. The other creator Spencer mentions is, of course, George R.R. Martin, who's worked on the story. Yeah, according to Spencer, Elden Ring is Miyazaki expanding his horizons. He also says that leaves the room while Spencer plays. "I think that's because I'm a bad player. When he does back, we'll have a conversation about things I think," he says. He's so passionate about what he does. It's one of the things I just love getting to work with him on some of these games and seeing them come to our platform. And we all know famously the radio silence that Elden Ring has been going on since E3 of 2019. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to say, again, word on the street in the Elden Ring community is that it's almost in a lot of ways similar to what like Cyberpunk is experiencing and everything. It's like it's going to be a cross-generational game and everything. And it's like apparently they are having problems porting it to the next gen. Like they have issues getting that part worked out. So, but apparently on current or on next gen, I should say, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Apparently on like PS4 and like Xbox One and everything, there is a technical alpha that exists. So yeah, but yeah, they've just been super cautious saying things because they don't have a real like firm time date on when they think they'll be able to work the ports out and whatnot. So
I feel like you kind of have to be careful. If it's a Souls-like style game, plus George R.R. Martin's working on it. Like, there's so much like big names attached to that like
right, yeah.
Any little information that's given is gonna like just get like ripped apart.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Very
Like
true.
in a good way. Like not in a bad way.
It's gonna be like hyper analyzed and whatnot. It's gonna be
yeah.
It's like, what did Miyazaki mean when he said this all these years ago? Is this evidence of Elden Ring? Again, the Elden Ring subreddit is hilarious, by the way.
I'll have to go and check it out.
It's like, it is the ultimate form of just copium, like pure raw copium of everything. Okay, it is great. It's literally started writing their own lore and like coming up with bosses and like designs and like art for the non-existent game.
I was gonna ask, is he like I know he's like the head of it. Is he like the story writer and all that stuff too, or is he?
I think he's co-written some of the stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
But yeah, he serves the role as director for all the games and everything. So yeah.
Got it. Okay. I don't know. Like if you look at like, any of the other games, Demon Souls or what have you, like, just feel like, yes, there is some bit of like that, like, fantasy. There's a lot of fantasy stuff, but it's always like weird It's not like the traditional like, like George R.R. Martin's like Game of Thrones style.
Right. Yeah. I guess Miyazaki is a fan of Junji Ito and H.P. Lovecraft. Junji Ito is this big like horror manga author.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
You definitely see the Lovecraft vibes though.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in what's it called? Demon Souls. That's probably relevant.
Yeah, I was watching a little bit and I didn't realize how like Lovecrafty,
Yeah.
in a good way. I think it's cool.
Yeah. Dark Souls has a lot of like ancient East Asian mythos in it and whatnot. Like in original Dark Souls, Izalith, like the entire environment of Izalith and everything, like the architecture and everything, is inspired by the old Khmer, like the Watts and everything, over in Cambodia. So yeah,
that's like the only one I've really played.
Okay.
And I feel like there wasn't too much of like horror stuff going on for the most part.
Sure.
Yeah.
Obviously, I feel like it gets a little darker as you go down the series. Maybe I'm wrong.
It gets a little bit. I would say it gets a little bit more gothic as you go through the series.
Yeah.
And everything it gets a little bit more European style, if anything. I think like European gothic style if you go through the series. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, it's kind of reminds me of like Catholicism a little bit for some reason. I don't know why. But like it's kind of got that like gritty, dark feel to it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Anyway, and then like Sekiro is just one big like love letter to like Japanese folklore and myth and everything, so it's pretty neat. But yeah, hopefully we do a Sekiro 2 after Elden Ring. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Hopefully, maybe Elden Ring is Sekiro 2.
Dude, we don't know
Plot
anything about that
twist.
game. Like, we don't know any
No.
like
No,
Nothing at all.
nothing.
Nothing at all.
Yeah,
Okay. Interesting.
Apart from a logo. Isn't that all we got?
pretty much.
We
Yeah,
just know there's like a ring that's
in the trailer that's broken.
Elden.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Elden Ring is broken. Who or what broke it? Don't know. Yeah, why it broke?
Interesting.
What's the relevance of it breaking? Don't know. Yeah,
Which monster broke it?
Pretty
What
much.
I'm
times
just
it's that?
yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm just more interested in like what the setting will be, like if it's more Dark Souls or if it's something slightly different or what have you.
I think it's gonna be like Nordic almost.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Get down with that.
based on kind of what I see from like the trailer and everything. It's gonna be somewhat more Nordic, I think.
I love the look of those games. Like
yeah.
I don't play a lot of them, but I do really enjoy like I bought like Dark Souls off of just like watching some people play it and like this game looks like cool.
Yeah.
I'm bad at it, but it looks cool.
No, the environments across all like the Soulsborne games are great, you know?
Yeah. Especially Bloodborne too. And like I love the way Bloodborne looks. I'm just so bad at it that I was just like, I wish I enjoyed this more.
Yeah.
Well, that's when you
Same
have
thing.
to get good, you know? That's all you
Yeah,
have to
maybe that was like 2014, Andrew.
do. Yeah. You've grown as a
Young.
person, okay? You can conquer it.
Yeah.
I believe in you, okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 years later, come on now.
Yeah, we're trying new things,
Yeah.
We got this
Mhm.
this time.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna cheat a little bit maybe too and look up builds so I don't flop around like a dummy.
Wimp.
Nah, just use God mode mods. Come on now.
Wimp.
I'm just so bad at like I don't play RPGs, right? So like the
Yeah.
original Dark Souls, I was like, oh, I'm gonna like, pump into my character, like do all this stuff, and like not min-maxing anything.
Oh.
And here I am, like just
To be
dying.
fair, the original like Dark Souls is pretty miffed when it comes to like balance and whatnot. Like it's pretty rough. It's not. Yeah.
Sure.
It's not the best.
And I like remember farming just forever in that forest.
Yeah.
That was like my thing that I will never forget. Is in that forest.
Yeah, my first time
Murdering
playing
people.
Dark Souls, I ended up over leveling myself as much as you can in like a Souls game on accident and whatnot. And it's just like some of the bosses got really, really trivial.
Yeah, and I didn't like figure out like what weapon I wanted to use midway through the game. So like, oh, I kind of like this like lightning Aeto or whatever, however I don't know how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, and then I had to like read-dex build. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But like my point is I am bad at those games.
Okay. Fair enough.
You can't be worse than me. You can't be worse than me. It's impossible.
Impossible.
to be
Literally
worse than me.
impossible. Yeah.
Literally impossible.
Okay.
Did
I'm
you
bad
beat
at
any-
every
have
game.
you
I'm
beat any of
bad at
them?
Among Us.
Have you beaten
Bad
Dark
at
Souls?
every single game. No.
Okay, then good. I feel better then.
Wait, which ones have you
No,
beaten?
None.
Oh,
I haven't beaten
okay.
any of them.
Okay.
I've only played Dark Souls. I got to not far in Bloodborne,
Okay.
and then I got pretty far in Sekiro, and I just kind of got burned out. I think
Okay.
I'm like in the like weird fun area, like the colorful area, like the watery area.
Where Monkey Man is, or whatever his name is.
Maybe I killed the corrupted monk. I've gotten. Past
Oh,
that
okay.
person.
Okay, you're in a Fountainhead Palace.
Yes, thank you. It's like far-ish.
Yeah, that's like end game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. I have obviously beaten Sekiro many, many times. It's like a casual afternoon thing to just run through that game. I don't know. I've beaten all 3 Dark Souls games. 2 is by far my least favorite.
Did you beat Bloodborne?
I'm decently. I haven't like actively played Bloodborne in a few years. Actually. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like. Yeah.
You're a failure as a human being.
I got decently far in Bloodborne though, I think. I like up to this area where it's like you're on a rooftop and some guy starts shooting at you with a Gatling gun.
Oh, that's where I stopped.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I've played like 10 minutes of Dark Souls 1 and about 15 minutes of Dark Souls 3.
Okay.
So not to
That's
get us
about it.
like, I know we're already derailed, but like if I were to play a Dark Souls, I should play 3.
Definitely.
Okay.
Most like newcomer friendly of it. Yeah.
Got it. Maybe I will do that eventually.
What's nice
Sound
about Dark
welcome.
Souls 3 is that like a lot of builds are actually viable and everything, especially if you're just doing like PvE content and whatnot. So yeah. I would not
Yeah, I like
recommend any sort
watching
of like
Demon
casting
Souls.
builds. I would just recommend
Okay.
like straight melee.
Got it. I kind of like that style,
Okay.
the straight melee style.
Just like the most powerful.
something.
Yeah,
No idea.
like I'm watching a lot of Demons. Like not a lot. I'm watching enough Demons. I think I want to try this again. But obviously, I'm not
Funnily
gonna play
enough,
Demon's Souls.
I finished Demon Souls.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That one's
but
a little more straightforward, though, right? Like you can,
Yeah.
you
yeah,
find
it's a lot
more
more
of a
straightforward.
roguelike, right? Not just a
It's a lot more straightforward.
yeah. Well, I mean, in terms of like the level design, not
Yeah,
necessarily
yeah.
like lore and all that stuff. That stuff's wild still.
Okay. Well, Elden Ring still exists at least, according to Phil Spencer. You know
Good.
what? I don't believe him. I don't think he's played any of it. I don't think so. I think he's lying. Okay.
He's
I think
lying?
he's just baiting the Elden Ring community. Okay.
Okay, dude.
What a
Was
despicable.
that on the Xbox stage, the Elden Ring?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Back at E3 2019.
Yeah, I was just like kind
Yeah.
of thinking like, why would he be the
Yeah.
one to play it, kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. I'm sure like some Sony execs have probably played it at this point also, right? But
You
Probably,
would
yeah.
think
you
if
don't
it's-
exactly
especially with
see
the-
like GameSpot getting interviews with Sony execs.
true.
Stop. Okay. All right. I think that'll wrap it up for news then. Okay. So Anthony, what games are releasing in the not too distant future?
So on November the 17th, we have Mars Horizon, which is coming to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
Mhm.
Wait, is this? Yeah, this is 2020. This is weird. Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate is
I thought
coming
that
to
already
PC,
came out.
PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X and S, Twitch, and Stadia.
Yeah, I think
That's
that already
probably
came out.
Stadium.
It might not
Oh,
have.
Okay,
but-
sure. Sniper Elite 4 is coming to Switch on November 17th. That is not out yet because that's pre-orderable.
Mhm.
That's obviously the console's already launched as well. We also have Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which is going to Switch on November the 20th. We also have Katamari Damacy Reroll, which is going to PS4 and Xbox One on November the 20th as well. And that's basically it. Well,
Okay.
on the 24th, I'll do next week as well because we're 2
Right.
weeks, we're bi-weekly now.
I mean, we
on
won't even be
November the
bi-weekly this next time. I mean,
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll be back on December
4th or
5th.
something?
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah.
On November 24th, we have World of Warcraft Shadowlands, which is going to PC. I don't know if that's accurate or not. Sounds like it. Football Manager 2021
That is accurate, by the
going
way.
to-
That's the next expansion for a while. It got delayed
Okay.
from October, and yeah. Anyway, we're back to 22nd.
Football Manager 2021 is going to PC on November the 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Spirit of the North Enhanced Edition is going to PS5 on November the 26th. We have Empire of Sin, which is going to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on December the 1st. Project Wingman, which is going to PC on December the 1st as well.
Mm-hmm.
Kronos Before the Ashes is going to PC, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Stadia on December the 1st as well. Twin Mirror is going to PC, PS4, and Xbox One on December the 1st. Dang, okay. Per Aspera, I think that's how you pronounce it, is going to PC on December the 3rd. Thugs is going to PC, Xbox One, PS4, Switch, and Stadia on December the 3rd as well. Morbid, the 7 Acolytes, is going to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on December the 3rd. Haven is going to PC, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S on December the 3rd. Is this actually releasing Immortals Phoenix Rising on
Possibly.
December the 3rd?
December 3rd. Yes.
December 3rd, yes, it's going to be everything, including Switch on December 3rd.
I'm well aware of that game.
What the hell? Hold
Drag-
on.
What?
No, keep going. Actually, never mind.
Dragon Quest 11 Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition is going to PC, PS4, Xbox One on December 4th. And that's it for the next, 3 weeks.
You know what else is releasing in the time frame? I'm gonna be released from
What?
college in the time frame.
There you are.
Yeah, I will be a day graduated next time. I'm gonna drink
Nice.
heavily on stream. No,
Are you going to ditch us?
no,
Pop
I
some
will
champagne.
not. No, yeah. But yeah, wow, that's trying weird to think about. Anyway,
It is kind of weird to think about.
And Anthony, you'll be in the U.S. and the world's gonna look completely different again. Yeah.
Yep. It'll be different because I'll be there.
Exactly. The U.S. will
Yeah,
never be the same.
Not one.
Yeah.
Not one.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap us up for a while. Hopefully we'll have an absolute amalgamation of news stories next time we talk to you guys live. If you're in the U.S., hopefully you have a nice Thanksgiving as much as you can and everything. And we wish everybody's family to be safe, healthy, all that fun stuff and everything. And, you know, try not to get too caught up in the doom scrolling. Okay? The sun will still rise tomorrow. It's okay.
And do it.
Yeah, the sun will still rise tomorrow. You know, it might not be such a bad idea to delete Twitter for a while. You know, stay off that. You know?
Play some games.
Exactly.
Delete Twitter.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah.
Play fun games too. Play
Right,
some bug snacks.
Yeah, exactly. Play like fun, mindless games, you know? Almost.
Play some Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's
oh
kinda
yeah,
cool.
I'm sure that game's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very good.
I've heard good things.
Are you playing the new one?
Hmm?
You play the new one at all?
No, not yet.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's from what I've seen and reviews and whatnot. It
Yeah,
looks
people
very
are
good.
really liking it.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's some good fall 2020 anime that's out right now too. So if that's your thing, sure. You have your airing
Yeah.
shows you're watching. Winter 2021 anime is gonna be great also. So yeah. Anyway. But yeah. Anyway. But once again, everyone stay safe, stay healthy. We will see you guys next time. We wish everybody the best, and see you guys in December.
Bye-bye.
Where is my
Thank you.
outro? There it is.